Today's question is, what is the origin of Valentine's Day, and should Christians celebrate it? In this video, I'll answer that question from a biblical perspective. Then afterwards, as always, I'll share some helpful resources, so stick around until the end. The first Valentine was posted around 1806. Almost 1 billion Valentine's Day cards are sent each year on or near February 14th, with females purchasing 85% of the cards. This is second only to the number of Christmas cards sent. The history is somewhat murky as to how Valentine's Day has come to be what we now know and celebrate. Saint Valentine served in 3rd century Rome. Emperor Claudius decided that single men made better soldiers. Therefore, Claudius banned soldiers from being married. One version of the story is that Valentine continued to perform the weddings of young soldiers who were in love, and Claudius had Valentine imprisoned. While imprisoned, Valentine reportedly fell in love with the jailer's daughter. Valentine sent her a card and signed it, "Love, your Valentine." Another version is that Valentine defied Claudius by helping Christians escape the torture of the Romans. Valentine died in approximately AD 270. Others claim the church may have decided to celebrate in mid-February to Christianize the pagan Roman celebration Lupercalia. The first Valentine sent in the United States was in the 1840s by Esther Haugold. Most of us enjoy spoiling a loved one on Valentine's Day. Sending gifts and cards conveys love, affection, and friendship. There is no biblical reason why Christians should not celebrate Valentine's Day by giving their loved ones flowers, candy, and/or cards. As with celebrating any holiday, the decision should be between the individual and God. Some people feel very strongly that observing any secular holiday is wrong, while others see it as harmless. The important thing to remember is that celebrating or not celebrating holidays should not be a cause for pride or division among Christians. Want to learn more? Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Visit gotquestions.org for more great content and check out the details section below this video. There you'll find one book I recommend along with several links.
What does Valentine's Day mean to me? It's kind of like Christmas, but for love.
Yeah.
You know.
What does love mean to me? I think love means being able to. Oh, I'm getting moved. What was the question again?
For me, the most memorable Valentine's Day, we're celebrating our half-year anniversary.
We had to each plan half a day.
We went to the Botanical Garden. I read out loud for you.
So the secret to our relationship is that we are best friends.
Valentine's Day, a good day to show appreciation.
Growing up, I loved Valentine's Day. At school, you would make Valentines for all your friends. Even though it can be romantic, I think it's a really nice day to tell everyone that you love them.
We take time to have a break and a hug.
And a little act of love.
I express little acts of love by...
You always like make an effort, like trying to make me feel good.
All right. I want to apologize. Sorry, I apologize to every one of you. I think I have my mic off. That was the reason. I just realized that. Please forgive. Okay, I have somebody here who have John. Okay, she's in red too. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, oh my God.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome. Let me create a good layout studio mode so we can. Uh, all right. Welcome to the Valentine Day collabo show on the Rahim TV. As usual, I'm your host Rackie Allie. I see you in red. It just
I know.
symbolizes the day we are having.
Love.
Yeah, a
It's
lot of
all
people are
about
saying that it's
love.
not hearing me, but I think I've resolved that mic issue. I had the mic off, so I
I can
guess
hear you
people
now.
out there are hearing me now. If you are hearing me and you're watching the podcast, please make some comment, share the podcast,
Mhm.
and also if you want to come live, we are having just a night of Valentine Eve, just fun. We are just having fun tonight. If you want to be part of it,
The show call.
okay. Someone is saying they're
Come
having
on.
a problem logging in, and let me help them out. Yeah,
Okay,
just
go ahead.
tell me, let's say. Lolo, tell me what you understand about Valentine. This is your fun. This is just a fun
Oh
night.
my God.
We are
It is.
discussing about Valentine. More people believe that Valentine is only for couples. For me, I believe it is not just for couple. It is for anyone that you feel that is so. Let me just help the person out, but go ahead and say
Go
something about
ahead, go ahead.
Valentine. Yeah, go
Well,
ahead and say something. Yeah.
well, Valentine is all about love. I think it's about love. It doesn't matter which your parents, your boyfriend, your husband, your sister. It's just about love. It's just loving who you're around, you know? So, I mean, what can I say? We in red today, right? Red stands for love, your heart. We talking about the heart. And you said how you said something about deep love. What is deep love? Deep love is showing somebody that you care, showing the person you love them, you know? That's what Valentine is about. Everybody has their own meaning though.
Oh
Everybody has
yeah,
their own definition, but my definition
absolutely. Yep.
about
Yeah,
love is just
absolutely. Yeah.
being so sweet
Yeah,
and
I
caring.
mean, you just made a point, Claire. It's all about love, and
Right,
that
right.
love should be what we call true affection. If you truly
Mm-hmm.
love somebody on the day, you want to express it. It could be, your mom, because I know a lot of ladies who, they obviously don't have, special one right now. Some of them, praying to God to have such a person. So I believe they
Right,
could say, oh yeah, my mom could be my Valentine, or my sister,
right.
or somebody
Like
special
all
could
the
be a Valentine for,
right,
for
all the
them.
single
You know,
ladies out
yeah,
there, right, right.
yeah,
All the
yeah, yeah.
ladies who don't have a
So
man, you can make
uh,
your best friend
although,
can be your Valentine. You know,
yes,
you can do so
yes,
many
yeah,
things when it
yeah,
comes to that.
yeah. Obviously, yeah. Valentine is not just for it's not just for couple. It's for everyone out
It's
there.
for
If you're watching the
everybody.
podcast, this is a Rahim show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I have my 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 special sister in studio with me. She always here supporting the podcast, and
Yes,
I
yes,
just
yes, yes.
display her name, Lolo Smith. So
Hmm.
the whole thing about Valentine here, that as we have this show tonight, we're gonna be playing, a series of music to take
Right.
our
Go ahead.
mind, and I
I
also,
see you
I
have
also,
your red curtain behind you too.
yeah, I
You got
decided
his
to have
red
all
curtain.
these, yeah, all of
So
these
you just
red because
all into the
we are
love.
we are we are trying to just bring the color, the whole color of Valentine alive. We are trying to bring the red
Right,
alive. That's why you see me having
right,
all of these color in the background.
right.
But like I was saying,
So
like I
what
was saying,
about you? What would you say? What would you say your love, your Valentine love life is right now? Because I know you married. You
right?
married, so
Oh
for you
yes,
it's
yeah.
like
I mean,
you.
I think earlier today I posted a brief story about my
Mhm,
own Valentine, my forever Valentine, which is my wife.
mhm,
She have three beautiful kids for me, and I'm grateful. I'm
mhm,
grateful.
mhm.
We've been through a lot, but with God, all things are possible. Like I would say,
Right,
not because the person is your vibe, it doesn't mean that no true love runs smoothly. You have issues that you go through, but at the end
right,
of the day,
right,
if you guys were meant together, and if that affection, that thing, that love that we just mentioned, we are talking about, if that love is there, I mean, obviously it's going to remain, and you guys going to have fun and have time together. So I mean, that was just a small story of of how everything started, with my own forever vibe. So I appreciate God for the length of time that we have spent together. So that's good. I mean, if you're watching the show, we are talking about Valentine. This is a Rahim show, and I'm your host, and I have my sister here with me. We are discussing Valentine. If you want to be part of the show, send me a message, and I will send you an invite for you to come and be part of the show. But let me just play us some music while we're waiting for other to join. We need to play a lot of good music in the meantime. So Facebook, please, these music we don't own copyright to them, so please don't mute my video. I beg you, Facebook. These music we don't own any copyright. We are just having fun, and we are having a great night, and we're waiting for other to be a part of the show. So yeah.
you can put that on there, right? When you're doing that, right?
What?
You don't own copyright. Can you put that on there so
Yeah,
that way the
I'll do
room
that.
mute
I'll
it?
do that when I edit in the video later on. I'll put that,
Okay.
But in the meantime, it's always good to say it because Facebook is trying before they even conclude with the video. When the video is out there, they usually evaluate to see whether you play anything that related to somebody, because the person have a restriction on their music being copyright, so that's why. But
Okay.
I mean, we are telling Facebook that we own no copyright to this song that we'll be playing. So if
Right.
you're watching the
So
show,
so.
this is the Rahim show. I'm your host, Rackie Ali, and I have my
Mm.
sister with me here. We are discussing. We are just
Do-do-do-do-do.
having a
A
Valentine
fun
Eve
time.
collabo, and you can be a part of the
Hmm.
show. Send me a message, and I will send you an invite. I'm waiting for
Right.
2 or 3 more person, and I also in prayer with one of my sister who been on the show before. She's not too well. She was
Mhm.
struck with
Oh man.
a flu, and I called her lately to ask her whether she could join the show, but she said, "Oh, I got flu." So I'm praying for
Oh
her
man.
wherever you are, my sister. I wish you speedy recovery, and I pray
Yes,
that that
speedy
flu will go
recovery.
away.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
a question. I have a question. I have a
Go
question.
ahead, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
tomorrow is actually Valentine's Day, right? So what's the
Yeah.
plan you have? What do you have for our wifey? What do you have in mind?
Oh
Can you
my
give her like
God.
a little tip? Give us a
You're
little
going
tip.
deep. You're going
No,
deep
no,
in
no.
this kind
Come
of
on.
thing. Yeah, you're going deep.
Give us a
Well,
little tip
well,
because
I mean,
some of us
I
we
always have
learning.
good. I always have good plan. You know, I plan to take
Hmm.
my wife somewhere special to make her feel
Mm,
special because, I mean, I know how far we have, come, and I know what she have
hmm.
done, and also I'm celebrating Valentine not just with my wife, but with my mom in the house and with my mother-in-law too, who is in Liberia. Every other, mother, even my grandmother is still alive, so I'm celebrating all of them on that Valentine Day. So it's not just because
And
my
your
wife is so
girls, and your
special.
girls,
And my girls too. Yeah, I
girls,
have
you're
two
teaching
beautiful
them
girls and
how
a boy.
to,
All my family, we are celebrating Valentine with all of them. Not just my wife and I. Know I'm celebrating Valentine.
right,
And if you are watching the podcast on Facebook, on YouTube, I'm also celebrating Valentine with you. And you want to be part of the
yes,
show? Come live. Send me a message, and I will send you an invite. But at the same time, share the podcast, like and comment. We highly appreciate it. I got my
mhm.
studio guest, my own sister Lolo. She's always making it possible to be here, and I'm happy. You can see we are in a rare flying color.
Yeah,
We are having
we
fun. This is just a fun
representing,
night. You can be a part of the
representing.
show. I want to play some music while I'm, waiting
Go
for
ahead, go ahead,
some of our people to be a part of the show. But I mean,
go ahead.
yes, I mean the Valentine is,
I I was hoping to get that flower. I was hoping for somebody to secret admire, admirer to come and put that flower in front of my door. I'm like,
oh
oh
yeah,
my
don't
God,
worry, don't
who's that
worry,
gonna
don't worry, don't
be?
worry. Flower is
Who's that
coming.
gonna be?
Flower is coming. Flower is coming.
The flower, the
Flower is
chocolate,
coming.
the money, and everything. I want that. That's what people want. That's what most women want, right? But it's not
Yeah,
all
I know.
about that.
I
It's
know.
about
I know. I mean, flowers is good, but also you gotta look at the heart too. The
right
person.
the gratitude
The person
what
matter
a
more than
person
all
can
those
bring
things.
to you.
I mean, the person matter more than all the things. I tell people out there, if you just look for money, you won't get a
Right,
real the real affection you want, because that real
right,
affection can last with you forever. It's
right,
better
right.
to seek for that real affection than to seek for money, because all of the thing, like I always tell people, there is nothing new under the sun. People have had money, and they have gone great beyond, they die and they leave all of those things here. But the true affection is what matters, because if you have somebody who have real love for you, I mean, whether they have it or not have it, but the fact that they have that love for you, it remains in their heart for you. So you see, that's one of the things people should seek for real love.
Right.
It's not
But
just
not
because
everybody.
the person is affluent, they have money, they have this. No, no, no.
Mhm.
I mean, it is
But not
important to
everybody,
your
not
life
everybody
because
believe in
yeah,
love
yeah,
though. Not everybody
yeah.
believe in
No,
Valentine
I
like
mean,
this
yeah,
Valentine. Not
yeah. I
everybody
mean, some
believe in that.
people,
Some
some
people,
people obviously,
their
yeah,
intention is
some,
just to get gifts. Like some people
yeah,
just want, I just want that gift. I just want that money. If you love me, you're gonna. But they're not really the intention towards it. It's not like, ooh, I love him. No, people just want, give me that Gucci bag, give me that
let me get some
Versace.
music in the meantime while I'm still waiting for some of our, our guests to
Right.
join. Yeah, 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 yeah. So a friend of
Awesome,
mine has
awesome.
sent me an Afro. I want to send a shout out to DJ. DJ Power is one of my own Liberian friend in the DMV. If you are having your show and you want a DJ, DM me so I can be able to give you the information. He's a Liberian DJ, very a good guy. He have blended so many African collection that you will enjoy as you play to your party, to your wedding, whatever. Just DM me, and I will be able to give you information. But I'm gonna play some of his collabo and his music, Afrobeat that he sent to me. So just bear with me. If you're watching the show on Facebook and YouTube, this is the Rahim Show. I'm your host. We are having a Valentine Eve collabo. And if you want to be part of the show and come live and rare, send me a message so that I can send you an invite so you can come live and be a part of the show. We are just having fun tonight. Okay, hold on 1 second. I think, okay, she's back. Right.
It just went off. I don't know what
Welcome,
happened.
welcome back. I'm playing the
I don't know
music
what
from
happened.
DJ Power, the fellow who played at Prince Quatem party. I remember I left
Hmm.
the party before you went there.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, I saw your
Prince
picture.
Quatem party, the birthday party.
Yes,
I think I left
I saw
before
your
you
picture.
went there. So, yeah.
Oh, you went before me. Where's everybody? What the folks? Where are our folks?
Yeah, these are music that he blend, different music, I mean, it's very nice. You hear me?
I can hear you. We need some love song. We
Facebook, I
need
own
some
no
love.
copyright to this music. Facebook, no copyright to this music. We are having a Valentine Eve collabo tonight. If you are joining the show, this is the Rahim Show.
Man, I wish
I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I have my sister Lolo Smith is with me. We are just doing the red, the red to tell
representing. We
you happy
representing.
pre-Valentine Day to all of you who are
Happy
watching
peace
out there.
to
If you
all the
want to come
singles,
live,
ladies,
if you want to be
all the
part of the
singles.
show, send me a message. I will send you an invite. Come live. Let's discuss Valentine tonight. Let's just have some fun about Valentine.
I'm gonna pause for a second.
Lolo Smith, where's your friend? I thought she was going to be part of the show at least. So I told your friend we're going to be part of the show tonight because I told you to let her know. Are you there, Lolo? You kind of muted. Okay.
I'm
Well,
here.
if you're joining the show, this is the Rahim Show. I'm your host, Rackie Ali, and we are just
Hmm.
having a pre-Valentine collabo. I know it is Valentine already in some country because of the
It is.
time difference. I guess very few hours from now, a few minutes from now, it might be Valentine in Liberia, and then people will be doing some sending some flower, sending some love, and all the kind of
Love and everything. Rahim, where you at? There you go. You need to call.
go because I had some things turned on. I don't want to
It's okay.
interrupt my podcast. So if you're watching the show out there, this is the Rahim Show. Are you sure this is Rackie Ali, your host, and I have Lolo Smith. We are just having a Valentine, pre-Valentine collabo. Yeah, if you want to be part
Hmm.
of the show, send me a message and I will send you an invite. Come live. At least make some comment on Facebook. I'm not seeing comment on Facebook, but Lolo, let discuss more about this whole thing about love.
Right.
What
Let's
do you
go there.
expect? When you hear the word love, what is expected? What do you expect personally? Give your own experience when it comes to this issue
My own
about
experience.
love. Give your own experience. Let the
Well,
people out there, yeah. What is
well,
your
when
own
it comes
experience when it comes to the word
my
love?
my
How do you understand it? Share your own perspective about the word love.
well, the word love for me, love is a huge thing, right? Because love comes from when you was a child. You know how you were brought up. If you have your parents, both parents showing you love, you take that love with you, okay? So for me, when it comes to love, love is it's very special because I'm a Scorpio. So we are all about love. Like the moment I meet somebody and I feel that energy, that good vibe and that connection and that gratitude towards me, oh my God, like my love definition is when you show me that respect, first you respect me. You show me you care. Not just the word, not just your action. Show me by your action and just being around me, communicating. Like it big the one thing I say when it comes to love, communication, because I think you mentioned that you said you and your wife y'all communicate a lot. when you have somebody and you communicate to that person a lot, your talk, let the person know your good days, your bad days. There's so much to love. So for me, love is just communicate. Show me you love me. Show me you care. Because I can do that. If I can show you I care, it should be, the same from me to you. That's my kind of love. Like just showing me you care, your action, your words should match. That's my definition of love. Just being honest. Being
I mean,
honest with
you
me.
you made a good point. I mean, love. I mean, everyone might have a different definition of love, the way it appeals to them. But I believe
Hmm.
that it is just a deep affection. When you have deep
Right.
affection for something,
Right.
like if you love something, you don't want to see that thing hurt. You know, you
Exactly.
don't want to see that thing fall. If that thing is
Right.
going wrong, you want to guard that thing. You just want to make that it's all about sacrificial, things you want to do to
Right.
protect that particular thing. You don't want to see, obviously, if you love something, you don't want to see that thing collapse, or you don't want to see
Right.
anything happen to that thing. So it's the same
Right.
thing,
It's the
about,
gratification
you know,
of a man.
yeah.
Like say I see a man and he want to see me happy. Or man want to see me happy. That's like, oh yeah, he love me. When a man showing you that, that gratification, like I'm like, oh my God, this is real love right here. You showing me the love that I want because it's everything.
So
A
I
man
know
seeing
you.
you happy.
I know you came on late, but I
Mhm,
played a video earlier from the start about the whole idea about the whole Valentine issue. A
mhm,
lot of things when you go online, you hear other people on their own personal mindset, and so they think that Valentine is something that just is secular and is belong to just the word. We as believer, we shouldn't subscribe to Valentine. All kind of different delusion and misconception and the different thing. Well, I mean, people are entitled to their own opinion. People are entitled to the way they believe the things. But I
mhm.
believe that Valentine. Whether you are a Christian or whether you are not you are Muslim or whatever, it's just a day where we express love. I mean, we should
Right.
express love
Right.
every day. Your
Mhm.
whole life should be a culture of love. It's not just
Exactly.
on Valentine itself, to say yeah, but it's just that the way we have Christmas, to remember our Savior and we celebrate His
Right.
birth and we celebrate. So it's the same thing with Valentine. Valentine is just a unique date, where you can remember somebody special in your whole life. It could be your spouse, it could be your mom, it could be your sibling. Like I said, so anyone can be your Valentine. If you are joining the podcast, we are having a Valentine Eve collabo, and we guess it's already Valentine in some places in the world. But we want to
It
wish
is.
everyone who is celebrating
Everybody,
Valentine now
happy
happy
Valentine.
Valentine
Yeah.
to all of you who is celebrating the Valentine, who is already where it's already the 14th. But we are still waiting for tomorrow to celebrate our Valentine. But happy Valentine
Hmm.
to everyone who is watching the podcast. This is the
Yeah.
Rahi Show, and I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I have my special guest, my own sister, always,
Hey,
Lolo Smith. You can
support.
see that we are
We
just in
here
the
to
red, the red, the red, the red, the
we in
red.
that
It's just
love, that
a,
love
be-
spirit. We
a
in the love
beautiful color,
spirit.
a beautiful color.
Yes.
I would tell you the thing so you can like the people say that I want to buy some people like red because somehow we are like
That's
in the
what I
boxers.
heard. That's
I tell it,
that's what I
it
heard.
is true. Basa
Seriously.
men let red, but not all not all Basa people let red.
No, I thought it was girl people. I thought it was girl. They said girl. Is it girl? Am I saying that right? Girl people love
Yeah,
red.
Grobo, yeah, Grobo too.
Okay, okay,
Some
okay.
Grobo too like red. Yeah, it is true. But I mean, people feel in Liberia, una Basa men let the barrow and when barrow I play some more Basa people on barrow. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
That's
right.
just a superstition, but thing what people just believe and say, But I mean, like get back to our love issue, I mean, like I said, love is just a deep feeling, When you have a deep
Right,
feeling for something, you will never want to see that thing being hurt. It's just
right.
like if you have your spouse, right? And then
Mhm.
for some reason, like I mentioned, love is a beautiful thing,
It
as much
is.
as
It
as much
truly
as you
is.
in love or as much as you have somebody that you in love, things will not be perfect all the time. Things will not be perfect. Obviously, there will be a time. That's why you see when a couple is admiring and then they are, reciting the thing the pastor was telling about the vow. They always hear that for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, because these are things that happen in life when you marry. Better time will come. A
Right.
good time will come and a bad time will
Right.
come, but all in those different time, you are there to remain stable, and love your partner for better, for
Right.
worse.
Right.
Yeah. So I
So
mean, if you're
I
watching the
have a
podcast,
question.
yeah, go
I
ahead,
have a
go ahead,
question.
go ahead.
So you
We're
see
asking
how
all the love questions.
female and male are different, right? So
Yeah.
how do you guys, take Valentine's Day? Because I know we women we are totally different when it comes to Valentine. We are so excited because we think we're about to get the present, we're about to go on a trip, we're about to, So how do you guys take Valentine? Like how do y'all see it? Is it a
We
big
you
thing
mean
for
we
y'all or
men?
yeah,
Oh,
y'all
we men.
men? Is it a
Okay.
big
I will speak for myself, because
big
I'm
there you
not in the
go.
capacity of all men. Everybody have the
Right,
weight of
right.
celebrating Valentine. But for me, the way I celebrate Valentine is,
Mhm,
for instance, like maybe if I decide to say, okay, this Valentine I'm gonna show my wife, the highest, point of, love or so. I take her
mhm,
somewhere, very special, because
mhm,
it's a special day. Take her somewhere. We go and eat, drink
mhm,
some late, champagne, and then we can go to the movie, buy some popcorn, just because I'm just trying to make her feel comfortable that day, make
right.
her feel special, because I know, I mean, it's the same thing with somebody doing that same thing with their mom, taking your mom
Right.
somewhere and just saying, Mom, I appreciate all the time you brought me up, all the time, even the fact that you were able to carry me for that 9 months and have, and give birth to me. I appreciate you. This is a day I'm going to celebrate you. It depends. That's what I said. I'm only speaking for myself.
For
Probably I could
yourself.
say, okay, next year I could say, okay, this Valentine, I'm taking my mom, or I'm taking my mother-in-law somewhere or so. So you see, it's depend on how you celebrate. So everyone
Hmm.
celebrate different, but it's all about
Right.
just expressing that deep, deep affection for
Right.
someone.
Some men don't take it serious. Some men think, oh, wow, it's every day. I see you every day. Why am I about to sport money on you? Why am I about to do this? Some men don't really take it that personal like we do. Like women, we are so like emotional when it comes to that because we're ready to get our hair done, our makeup done. We're ready to buy a dress. Like y'all men, y'all don't really care about it. Y'all just want to like when whatever we said, y'all do. But some men are really into like, ooh, what am I getting my babe today? What am I, Some men are really into it. So I really want to
No,
see
but I
those
mean,
kind of men.
it could also be a way to, because a lot of times too, women only want to get, but they don't want to surprise their husband too, or surprise their hobby,
There
so
you go.
it,
There you
it
go.
it's also, it should not just be, you just
One
receiving,
sided.
but you can be able to do,
Right.
but it should be a probability where, I mean, your husband buy you a special gift. I mean, you
Hmm.
can also buy him something special too. Don't get me
Hmm.
wrong, it depends on how one see it, because everybody different.
Right. Not
Some
all
people, like
men,
you said,
right.
you love to feel love. So I get your point. You're a lady. I know. Some women would like to go to the, to go do some makeup, do some special things, or so. All the
Right. Go
things we
on a
get it.
date,
I mean,
eat,
I
go
mean,
to the classic
I won't have a
restaurant.
I obviously won't have a problem when a lady want to do her hair, want to make up, and make, because the whole idea, she want to look fine. She want
Right.
to look beautiful. So I mean, there is no point of having you saying, why you want to go to the salon. I always see you every day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not causing
Well,
any
some
problem,
people, like I
because
said, some people
people
don't
out there
believe it. Some
watching
people
our
don't believe in it.
podcast, we want to
Some
share,
people don't believe in
our
it.
own personal experience. So if you're watching the podcast out there, this is a Rahim show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie. We are having a Valentine Eve collabo, and you can be a part of the show. Hit the like button, the comment, and make some comment and share the podcast. We highly appreciate it. I have my own sister. Yeah, we are just having some fun, on Valentine.
Hmm.
Lolo Smith is trying to give her own personal, assessment when it comes to Valentine. While
Love.
I'm myself, I'm trying to give my own. We don't want to jump into anybody's problem or so. We are praying for everyone out there to have a blessed, and fruitful Valentine tomorrow. Some people are
Hmm.
already celebrating Valentine already because, like I
Today,
said,
yes.
because of
Some
the
people
time
already have
difference.
plans.
And I know
Right.
Liberia, very soon, you will see people now sending and posting Valentine because I
Hmm.
think by this time
I'm surprised.
it's already Valentine in Liberia because it's
I'm surprised,
like
Liberian
four
man.
hours, so 4 hour
Oh,
difference. So happy
did you hear
Valentine
me?
to everyone in Liberia. If you're watching the podcast, happy Valentine to all, to my grandmother, to my all my siblings, to all my friends, family, relative, every one of you that out there
Yes, yes,
watching this
yes,
podcast. Happy
yes.
Valentine to you. We are just
Happy
having a Valentine
Valentine.
collabo on the Rahim Show, and I'm your host Rackie Allie, joined by Lolo Smith. As always, we are in the the
Rocking the
red.
red
Yes,
today.
signify love. We are telling you more
Right,
about love. Let's go out there
right,
and love. We
right.
have to love. We have to love. You know,
So you had a question. You had a question. You had two questions. You posted. What was your question? I think one was deep love and is it connected? Connected? You said connected love or something like that.
say that again.
You said you had a question. You said we were going to talk about deep love and connecting love or something like that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was waiting for. I was expecting two other people, but they're finding it very difficult to join the podcast. You know, so
Come
they
on,
were the
guys,
one
don't be
who.
shy.
Yeah,
Don't be shy. Y'all
yeah.
probably can say more. Come on.
No. It's not anything that
Okay.
has to do with shy issue.
Okay. Okay.
No. I mean, we can talk about it, but I was just waiting for,
Hmm.
I expected because I invited a lot of people to come on here so we can just have fun in the night,
Hmm.
on this Valentine Eve collabo on the Rahim show. But, I mean, like the question I was trying to ask was, you know, a lot of time there is a different kind of love out there today, a lot of people
Hmm.
claim that they love, but
But
then
it's not.
they follow they pull out a fast a fascia, like they I
Right.
pretend like
The
that,
pretense that
yeah,
they love
so
you, but it's
and
totally not love.
you don't want to just pull out that. You want to have a real genuine love. If you say you
Right.
love, be genuine about your love, because love should
Right.
be a true affection, like we said, so a lot of time
We
I see
wanted
people,
love from our grandparents' day.
yeah.
Back in the day when all my dad, the old, that kind of affectionate
Yeah,
love,
I
that's
mean,
what we want, you
our
know.
old people have had some great time. When they tell you, they say your day, your young people, you're just up and down, but you guys did not have fun. When we fell in love, it was
Hmm.
just real. You could
Hmm.
see that our our husband, our men were really, really, but I mean,
Affectionate,
as time go on, things change. The people say we are in the 21st century. In the modern time, our people live in those Asian days, so they have a lot of things to say. But I mean, our parents really had a good experience, and we are just, especially the good parent out there. I want to say thank you for bringing her up. Thank you for all your advice. Thank you for all the
right,
wisdom and knowledge you gave to us today, that we become somebody productive in society. We want to say
right,
thank you for all the time, to all of our good parents out there. They are so wonderful people, and we are
yes,
celebrating all of you too as well. If you're watching the podcast, and if you're a mother, if you're a father, happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. It is not just for anyone in studio here,
it's
it's
for
for everyone.
everybody,
It is a love
everybody.
day, and we want to express that
Yes,
love to everyone
yes.
out there. And even
Hmm.
everyone around the world, we are saying happy
Hmm.
Valentine's Day to you.
Yes,
Go ahead,
yes.
Lolo. Say something. Say something. Say something.
Right, you said deep love. Ooh, like when you talk about deep love, it's like what is so deep about love? Deep love is what
Yeah,
when
when
somebody
yeah,
when somebody is
the
deeply into you, not like not deeply into you, and then you tell the person, "Baby, I want to eat this," and the person get up and go and run and get. That's not the kind of love you're talking about, right? When you mean deep love, you mean that
yeah. You see,
connection you'll have
yeah,
where when you go to work, your man will call you and be like, "Baby, you made it to work today? Are you at work?" That kind of love, like when you at home, your husband or your boyfriend's at home, I mean at work, they be like, Lulu, I'm just calling you. I'm just checking up on you. This is like vice versa. You call me, I call you, you check on that kind of love. That love where you be like, ooh, I miss my man today. He's been gone for 2 days and I miss him. That's that deep love right there, where you both communicate, you both. your talk,
You know,
your
I got
show
I
each
got a
other
music here.
affection.
I got a music here, but for security reason, it's my own music that I remix for So Sick, that I've created for my wife. I'm gonna share it tomorrow so people can hear.
Oh, what
that is
about today? You get if we play
no,
it
no,
today so
no,
we
no,
can
no,
listen
no,
to.
no. I'm not gonna
Come
share
on
every
now,
platform. It is something I'm gonna
that you
you
that's love.
no,
You
but
talking
listen,
about love?
listen, to your
Mhm.
point, right, about deep love, right? I got your
Mhm.
point, and you really stick to the issue there. Deep love, when we talk about deep love, is
Mhm.
that point in which where somebody, if you not around it, they are worried. They are worried. They
Right.
want,
Right.
they always have you like, people will use word to say, you are on the tablets of my heart. It's just like
Right. Ooh.
every time you open
Ooh.
a
Ooh.
tablet, every time you
Mhm.
open a phone, who picture do you see? That person.
That
So that's
person.
how the
Right.
love should be deep, that the person is just in, because what? Like I said, love, there is a biblical meaning about love. Love is patient, love
Right.
is calm,
It's
it
God
never
love is.
hate, it
Mhm.
never
Mhm.
envy, it never jealous, it never boast. So that is kind of genuine, a love,
Kind of love you want.
that we talk
Right.
about, that comes from the heart if you truly love somebody. If you're watching the podcast, this is the Rahim Show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I have with me Lolo Smith. As always,
Yes. Yes.
please
Yes.
hit the like button, share the podcast. We are just having a fun about Valentine. It is our Valentine Eve collabo on the Rahim Show. So be a part of the show. And also, if you want to come live, we are in red. The red symbolize love. Love. We are talking
I
about
can't believe you
love.
didn't
Love.
call Linda. You were supposed to tell Linda. I thought y'all talk.
No,
I thought you
I
guys
actually,
talk.
I invited more people to come here. Some people are finding it difficult to log on, but they had so many issues and so many things they wanted to share too as well. But anyway, we are
Okay.
having a great time. But in the meantime, let me be playing some music. Facebook, I own no copyright to this music that I'm gonna
Yes.
be
No
playing.
copyright.
Please, yeah, no copyright to this music. Facebook, please, please, I'm begging you. So my friend Power, like I said.
Hey. Yeah. You understand? Yes. You
That
understand that?
particular part,
You
that guy just said,
understand that?
you never understand how beautiful
You
you are,
understand
right?
who you are.
Listen,
Yes.
I always tell people this. A lot of time people will try to look down upon themselves, and then
Mhm.
this is mostly for girls who thinks that
Right.
because of the circumstances and situation, they don't look beautiful. When I was growing up, there was a proverb that I learned. It said, "What is one man meat is another man poison." Like
Right. That
we're
because they
saying our
haven't
Liberian
loved
language.
themselves yet.
We're saying
Right.
our Liberian language. Somebody old thing, that somebody new thing, or
Somebody
so.
new thing.
We're saying that
Right.
kind of things or so. But I would tell people
Right.
out there, everything has its own beauty, but not everybody
Exactly.
can see it. Sometimes
Right.
somebody may see you as nothing, but somebody
Mhm.
out there is seeing you as a
As
princess.
something.
So
Right.
never
Right. A
overlook yourself.
treasure.
Never
Right.
look down upon yourself. Don't create that apprehensive situation where you feel, oh yeah, I'm being neglected. Oh, I don't have no. Don't ever do that. Always
Right.
think that as much as you are alive, you are beautiful. God see you
Right.
beautiful. So somebody
You
might see
gotta
you
see
beautiful
your
out there.
self
Don't
love.
overlook
Self
yourself.
love.
We are
Right.
talking about love on the Rahim Show. This is our night, let's say Valentine Eve collabo. If you want to be part of the show, send me a message,
Mom,
and I will
for real.
invite you, and so you
I'm
can
on
come
it.
live. As you can see, we are in red, and the red symbolize love. We are talking about love. Valentine. I played a video earlier, and the fellow explained the whole thing about Valentine. So please, Valentine is not just for couple. It is for anyone that you think you dearly love. So if you love your mom, she can be your Valentine. If you love your sibling, they can be your Valentine. If you love your uncle, whoever can be your Valentine. So if you're joining the show, watching the show on Facebook and YouTube, this is a RAHIM show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, being joined by my own sister, as always, Lolo Smith. We are just having fun. And
Yes, I'm
we
here.
apologize for not having many people here as we expected, but we are still having our fun. And we are playing this music about love. Okay, I think I got somebody on
Love.
jump. All right.
Come
I
on,
think
we need people so we can get this on. Let's do some talking.
Oh, wow, Mr. Pilot,
Finally!
Good evening.
man,
Good evening.
why you did not wear red?
I know. I
No,
can't
no, no,
imagine
not
it.
yet, not yet. I can wear. Let me just go wear it around one time.
Go put it around on. We need love today.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
an love.
The red symbolize love, but we are talking about love tonight. You see, I told you, I invited people. And then right now. So we're gonna have fun tonight. If you're joining the show, this is the RAHIM show. I'm your host, Rackie Ali. I'm being joined by Francis Pilot and Lolo Smith. As always, we are discussing love on the Valentine collabo here. It is already Valentine other places. I want to say happy Valentine to everyone out there. We are having a fun. Let me go back to the music.
We need some real romance.
Yeah, let me go wear red. Let me go wear red. We are talking about Valentine love.
I know. He needs to represent. And then you know what we forgot to? Self-love.
Go ahead. I think Francis need to mute. Yeah, I got a noise in the background. But anyway, go.
Echo. I'm hearing echo, like echo, like I can hear it from myself.
Echo is for Francis. I think he need to. You got some speaker to put on mute. Go ahead.
All right. So love is also about self-love. You gotta love yourself, right? It's all about loving yourself. Once you love yourself, you're gonna get that love in return. That's what I think. I think love is so many ways you can get love in so many ways. Once you love yourself, what you attract come back to you.
Oh
So
yeah.
who is that again,
Like
Francis? Hi, Francis.
yeah, that's
He's
Francis.
wearing his red. He's wearing his
Francis,
red. That's
let me welcome Francis so he can make
go
his
ahead.
first debut today particular show.
Mhm.
Welcome to the RAHIM show. This is my sister Lolo Smith, as always. Can you get me some echo, Francis? I think. Okay. I don't know what is going on, but I mean there is a feedback.
It's good now. It's
your
good.
end.
It's good.
Okay. Francis, welcome to the show. This is the RAHIM show, and you know I'm your host, Rackie Allie. And I would tell my sister in the studio before you introduce yourself. Friends and I, we grew up. We come long way.
Okay.
I mean, today when I posted my love story, he was there.
Oh, he was the one with the long comment.
He said, I got a proof for the love story. He said he knows about the love story because he know how the whole love story started because he and I spent almost like 15, 20 years together as friends.
Oh, wow.
He's almost like a brother to me. Yeah, we grew up together,
That's what you call real love.
Yeah.
That's
So
what you
friends,
call love right
welcome
there.
to the show. We'll mute ourselves because of the background,
Yeah.
so you can be able to at least introduce yourself to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Sorry, my voice is a little bit cracky. A bit under the weather. You know the North Dakota area is super crazy. It's cold here. It snows here whenever it wants to. But my name is Francis Bade, a Liberian. And like Rackie said, Rackie and I, we come from way, 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 way back. We share a lot together. And then Rackie and Leatrick's story is an amazing one. I know how it all went. I know how it's been, and I like how it's going.
Don't tell me you were in the wedding. Were you in the wedding?
I was
Oh
quite
no.
angry, but I was not there when it was happening.
Oh
Oh
man.
man.
Okay, but it's
But it's
okay.
okay.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
I miss it. Yeah. So, yeah. Like you said, I can even describe what Ricky and I have as friendship anymore is a brotherhood at this point. So, whenever I see him putting his energy into something, I'm hoping that it's going to succeed, and I know this is going to be a good one. And thank you for. I think we all look good together now. Thank you for admonishing me for my red shirt. I see
We both
myself.
good
Good
together.
together.
I see myself on the side with my red shirt, so we all look good on this lovely Valentine Eve.
Oh
Oh
God.
God.
Are you
Are you
married?
married?
No, I'm not married.
Oh, so
Oh,
you
so you
single?
single?
Yes.
Hey,
Hey,
okay.
okay.
So
So
now,
now,
what is
what is
your
your
definition
definition
for
for
love
love
on
on
this
this
day?
day?
I think love is. I would define love as a deep feeling or deep concern of deep consciousness. So that you can have for yourself, that you can have for your family members, like your siblings, that you can have for your friends, that you can have for your um just family members,
Wow.
Wow.
or someone that you are romantically involved with.
Okay.
So love is that thing to me that makes you to want to be around someone, that
All the
All
makes
the
time.
time.
you that wants to see somebody happy, that
Mm-hmm.
makes you to want to take up a space just so someone can have a better day.
Mm-hmm.
I see love as something like that.
Okay.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Francis,
Francis
really
really
nailed
knew
it
it
there,
there,
right?
right?
So
So
I was
I was
just
just
walking
walking
through
through
something that
something that
I've
I've
written
written
down,
down,
earlier.
earlier.
Okay.
Can you
Can you
guys put
guys
your
put
stuff
yourself
on
on
mute?
mute?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're having a bad feedback here, but okay, I will work on that. But love, it's a sacrificial, non-judgmental, compassionate, you know. And then it said, it does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. So this is just the Bible own, definition of love to tell you that when it's deep, like Francis mentioned, a deep feeling. You don't want to see anybody hurt when you have a deep feeling for them, and you don't want to see that person fall. Especially you love somebody and the person is into a situation, you always want to be with that person in that situation because why? You share that same situation with yourself. Like if you obviously if your spouse is going through something and you know that things because you guys are one, according to what the Bible say, obviously that particular problem, you share that problem too. So you want to see that person, go through that problem and find a solution because you yourself is part of that problem too. Because why? You guys are one. So it's a deep feeling, a deep connection, when you have deep connection. So like he mentioned, we all been saying it, Valentine's Day is not only for couples. Your mom can be your, Valentine, your sibling. Even my man friend here now, he's my Valentine. Because my brother, I come from Lee Street, so they went Lee Street. The people don't know our story, oh my brother. They don't know our story. We from Lee Street, so they went. They my
Where is
friend and
that?
brother. We grew up together and we spent a lot of time together. I'm happy to have you on, on the show. So I mean, like he said, love is a deep feeling. We have to have love for anyone. It's not just our spouse or, our. It's all about having affection for everyone out there. Your child, your uncle, your nephew, anyone for that matter. And in Liberia, people are celebrating Valentine right now. If you're watching the show all the way from Liberia and wherever, if it is 14 now on your let me say if it is 14 right now to you, wherever you are, I want to say happy Valentine's Day to you. This is the RAHIM Show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I've been joined by my own friend and brother, Francis Pallet, and Lolo Smith, as always. So go ahead, Lolo.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Yeah, you wanted to ask your question, so go ahead, ask your question.
Oh, I mean, so Francis, I'm gonna be picking on you because you're new now on the show. So
So today the National Peak Conference is there.
no,
No,
not
not
national
national
picking.
picture.
And I am from my own co-host, so I
So
want to hear from you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
everybody want to hear from you.
For sure.
So you single? Are you dating? Your plan? What's your plan? Are you gonna, surprise somebody?
I am having a conversation. Yes, for sure. Tomorrow, I'm gonna surprise somebody tomorrow.
Okay. You see, this is what you call real love. You see
Yes.
him? You about to surprise somebody.
I am talking to someone.
You talking to someone.
Yes, and I am developing interest day after day. Because you know how this thing goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, we all have expectations
Mm-hmm.
in whatever we engage in, whatever we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If we go to school today, we want to earn something. That's what we're expecting out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if we made up our mind and say, "Oh, I want to find someone. I want to find a partner." We have an expectation of what we are looking for.
Right.
So for now, I can safely say that I'm getting there.
Getting there.
Little by little.
It's not deep.
Yeah.
But
No.
you're getting there.
Well, yeah, it is not there yet, but I'm getting there, and because the lights are getting greener and greener, greener and greener. So I think I'm on the right path.
On the right path. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your definition for love from her? You want her to be true, to be real with you, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Couple of things that I look for in people. I like honest people.
Right.
I try to be honest in whatever I do in my work area, in my friendship. If I'm able to do something, I'll tell you that I'm able to do it. If I can't do it, I will tell you straight that I'm not able to do it, but I will try. Because sometimes when you get that someone that, "Oh, I'm not able to do this," they kind of feel downhearted because they're expecting you to level up to do something. But then once I am not in a position to get it done and you ask me, I will be like, "Okay, I will try," and then I'll make it my business. So honesty is one thing I look for. Um, I also let people to be open book. I don't let people hiding stuff. Like, what is it? Tell me. Let me hear it from you, and then we can work on it together.
Okay.
It might be there or it might not be there. So if we are desiring to have an expected end, then we work towards it and get it there. But just tell me exactly what it is. Don't make it look too fun. Don't make it look too ugly. Just give it to me as it is. Even if it is not good. And those things are coming along bit by bit. I mean, I don't want to like jump the gun to be there before I get there. But they say when Christmas will be good, you will know from the event.
Right.
Like the eve of our show.
Yeah, the Valentine will be good, you will know from the event. So the eve is going good so far, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So
like,
what you got?
Like Francis was saying, I don't know what is for my end having that feedback. Okay, so like what Francis was saying about expectation, right? So one of my questions that I had was, like, should you have like, when you are dating somebody, or when you are observing a friend, and you think that that person most likely would be, somebody you want to, live the rest of your life with, everyone. So should you have, expectation when dating? That's a question. When you are dating somebody, you're observing somebody, should you have expectation? Obviously, yes. Because it's like you want to have expectation. Like one of the things seemingly that people want to see, they expect to be treated with kindness, love, affection, and respect. One of the things that Francis, mentioned about loyalty, you want to, obviously you don't want to, get along with somebody who is not loyal, who is not honest, who is not truthful, because the world we find ourselves in today, to find real honesty is hard. It's very, very hard. It's very rare. So when you find somebody who is honest, you also want to find. It is true that in relationship there are some things you have to tolerate. You can't just make. There is no perfect, love, perfect relationship. Love, it can become perfect gradually, but you now find somebody who is just 100% perfect or so. You might find, it is true, you can find ones in the middle, you can find perfect people, but I mean, more than love now, you will find somebody who is not 100% perfect. But the fact that the person is honest, loyal, and respectful, gradually from that particular trend, you can be able to develop interest and say, yeah, these are my expectations, and the person have meet up with their expectation over time, and then you can make that person to be, and then that's what my brother is saying. I mean, I admire what he said. I mean, I'm glad that he observing somebody. I mean, that's a good thing. So I mean, I just wanted to add to that too. What he said. Obviously, everyone, including ourselves, we all have expectation. We go to God and pray and say, Father, please bless me. This is our expectation because we want God to do something for us, but God to expect things from us. So it's the same thing to, you expect something from your partner. I guess the lady too is expecting a lot from him. So if you are joining the show, this is the RAHIM Show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I've been joined by my own brother, Francis Bala from Lane Street. If you're watching the show all the way from Liberia, this is my own brother from Lane Street. We've been together for almost 15 to 20 years. And obviously, my sister, as always, Lolo Smith is here. We are in the rare because we are talking about Valentine. Rare
representing
love,
representing.
Okay,
Francis have to go get his own
Lolo
red.
Smith, I know you have plenty of questions for Francis. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what to say. Love right now, love scaring me because there's people who are come with so many different intentions. You think people will come up to you and show you like they care, they want to be there for you, but then it's a whole nother story, you know. So love is just kind of confusing for me right now. So that's all I can say, really. But I love love. I want love. I want to have that deep connection. You know. I'm a Scorpio. Like I said, I'm a Scorpio. We were made from love. we are loving beings. So finding that connection is kind of difficult because you don't know who's coming with different intention.
So, Francis, I like to ask a question, right?
Yeah, I was
So
just
a lot
trying
of
to
times people say that, oh yes, I want this, I want that. These are my expectations, right? But what will you say for those who have the expectation? What do you expect them to be prepared for, or expect them to be before somebody to should be this? Because a lot of times, the reason I'm saying this is because most time we say, oh yeah, we want somebody good. We want I want a person, and we lay down some of our rules and things and say, okay, these are my different yardsticks for which I want to get a person. But then we ourselves, we don't even part of those yardsticks. Maybe for instance, maybe I'm not committed. Then I want somebody to be committed. How can I want somebody to be committed when I'm not committed or when I'm not honest? So what would you say?
So I got this principle, right? I kind of govern myself with this principle, and that is I don't ask you for what I can offer you, what I can give you. So we go to people, we open up to people, and we have expectation, and we are observing them, how they are living by us daily in line with what we want to get to, right? But like you rightly said, my brother, you can honestly want someone to be committed to you when you cannot commit to them. You cannot ask someone to be open to you about their life when you cannot open your life up to them. So it should be of even exchange. You want someone to love you? Love them. You want someone to be truthful to you? Be truthful to them. You want someone to open up to you? Open up to them.
So what if you do all of that?
Yeah.
And they still don't open up.
So this is where I think you have an expectation, but you have to be guarded. And by that I mean you want a certain thing. I'm a person that if I'm looking for something, I want to find it. And if something came in the name of what I'm looking at and it's kind of trying to cloud my face and cloud my judgment, I pull myself back and say, because the love thing we're talking about, it start with you first. Because there is this thing that say, if you can't love yourself, you don't know how to love somebody else.
Right.
So in that state, what you're looking for, what your maybe benchmark would not be a good word, but what your expectations are. If what you're in is not driving toward that direction, pull yourself back and say, hey, Francis, what do you really want? What are you really looking for? Talk to yourself first and be honest with yourself and accept the reality of the day. That way, you are guarding your heart from being damaged, from being hurt, and from being misled on. Because sometimes we'll be into these things, we go on 2, 3 years, 4 years. We've been on that road. I personally have been on that road. Like I've been in situationships, but I thought I have arrived. And I went in there with my whole everything, right?
Right.
And then along the line, 2 years in, 3 years in, and then you're not going to get 100%, trust me.
Right.
But the 60%, I can work with that. But if we're lagging between 25 to 30, 35, then I here.
I know.
Yeah, then I here. So let me be honest with myself at that point and say, this is not it. Let me move on. And most of the things, Lulu, that can hold us back is the fear of starting over.
Yes. Ooh, that's me right there.
The fear of starting over. And when you allow that fear to hold you back, sometimes the brightest opportunity for you, the most loving person, the most caring person, your 75 to 90% is still out there lingering, wasting your time somewhere, and you're wasting your time somewhere.
Right.
So search within yourself, look within yourself and say, these things I want. Let's take, for example, let me just give an example. At our ages now, at my age now, I'll be asking myself, even just socializing,
Right.
are there limitations to social things that or social activities that I can get involved in or that my partner can get involved in? And I'll be like, okay, I am this kind of person. I like to be home, work, read, home, and then spend time with my family. I'm a present person when I'm home.
Right.
Once I'm not gaming, I'm not doing this. I'm engaging in the conversation. I'm talking to you. So what if I met someone and then I say, oh, I like this person, but this person will be like, oh, at least we gotta go to the nightclub every Friday evening. Don't get me wrong.
You have to compromise.
Right. Yeah. Then we got to compromise, and then I'll be like, okay, we can't go every evening. How about we go every other weekend?
All the evening.
You know what I mean? Because going out is not bad. It's therapeutic for some people. Just as you can sit, if you're introverted, if you're a person that can sit down by yourself and be comfortable in your own skin, there are also people who are extroverted. When they get out there, they are talking to people, they are hanging around, they are socializing, they are happy. They're achieving that inner peace. They are glowing. They are feeling better. So then, compromising is key factor in relationship building, I think.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, and also to go back to that question, you also have to guide yourself, and you also have to be specific about what you want,
Right.
and always communicate what you want. But sometimes when we don't tell people what we want, they don't know. They are not mind readers. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, if someone did something to you that you didn't feel bad, don't just frown or don't just tie your face. Don't just say it. Use your words.
Right.
And then like that, you let the person know that, oh, I'm opening up to you. I'm telling you exactly where I want to go. And I want an interactive relationship. I want a relationship because we are two different people from two different walks of life, two different upbringing, maybe two different tribal settings.
I know.
We've learned a lot of different things. Maybe you went to school in this country. I went to school in Liberia. Just my educational joining taught me things that you may not have learned or you may not have had the way I had it. So the more we can communicate, the more we can interact, talk to one another, the more the love will build, the more the trust will build, the more we will get towards achieving a common purpose. I don't want to take all the time that we're talking about. So,
Preach it. That's what we hear. Can I ask one question? One more question.
Yeah.
All right,
So, Francis. Okay. Somebody coming?
No, you said you wanted to ask question, Lulu.
Okay, Francis. What's your zodiac sign? What's your birthday?
January 12th, I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Good man. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, look, we are good people. We are loving people.
I know. Both of my sister and my mom, they are Capricorn, and my cousin. So yeah.
Still like, there you know.
All right. Thank you, Francis. I hope you guys not like giving any feedback from me out there. Okay, let me just let people who are watching the podcast know out there. This is the RAHIM Show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I've been joined by my brother Francis Kwale and also Lolo Smith as usual on this show. And we have a number on the screen right now. If you want to be part of the discussion, if you don't want to come live, but if you want to contribute, we are having Valentine Eve collabo. And if you want to just talk something about love, we are just talking about love because the color we wear just signify what we call love, and it's our Valentine's Day Eve collabo on the show. So, Francis, you know, I've been knowing you, for a number of years. So I know some of the experience you have had, and I know exactly, some of the things you said, and I know. So one of the things I, really, got from you was, you see, when it comes to people who have that fear of, starting over, is one of the big issues, today. A lot of girls you see, say, I have had this person and the person have failed me. I've had this person and the person have failed me. So their mind now is saturated with fear, and they say in the mind now, anybody who they see now, they will do the same. And if you are clouded with such a mindset, obviously a good person will come seeing that person as the same person that have treated you bad before. Because why? You feel you don't want to start all over, like the Francis said. And a lot of time it affects, a lot of women, because you have your own expectation, the man has their own expectation, but the idea of toleration, right? The both of you, as much as you guys are able to work together, you are able to tolerate this. Who told you that true love can run smoothly? There will be an ups and downs. Why do you think the Bible is saying for better, for worse? Why? Why that part is always rare when people are getting married? Because in life, by the time you put that ring, by the time more temptation and things are coming. Because why? The enemy doesn't want to see that particular marriage, because it's a symbol, as we talk about love, it is a symbol. So the enemy doesn't want to see you guys together. So he will bring a lot of things, temptation and things. So like what my brother said, I can relate that some of the situation he had, for which he's saying that, I can relate with that because he and I have been together for quite a long time. So another thing I wanted to ask you is, I have somebody who have a vast experience. She's a mother, so she want to come on, but I already invited her. She's going to come on momentarily. So I'm trying to work on her coming in studio. But I have another question here, right? Okay. So now, okay, we talk about expectation earlier, right? And I asked because Francis talked about he has somebody that he's dating, but he's seeing some of the expectation, but gradually he's getting there, but because in relationship, you Lolo, I guess you yourself, you looking out there and you expect somebody because you have had an experience and you don't want to be clouded by the whole issue about, I can't try again because I have been failed. You keep trying because you never know. Maybe God will send the right person.
That's why I'm single. I'm not getting no flower this.
You
Let me
get the
stop.
flower.
I'm just joking. I'm
You
just
get the
joking.
flower.
We will send you flowers.
What? I'm getting dozens of flowers. Let me stop. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Rahim, go ahead.
So Lolo, this is a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What does a real woman want in relationship? And okay, let me see. I think I got somebody who joining on right now. Okay, it's my own sister. She joining right now. Wow,
She's
wow.
woke
Welcome, welcome,
already.
welcome.
Okay.
Okay, hold on one
And
second.
we all
Let me see what
matching.
I can do to lay out in a way that we all can.
Okay.
Okay, let me. I'm working on the layout here. Let me see. All right. Okay, I mean, there will be a layout right now for now. So welcome, my own sister Betty. It's good to have you, and it's been
Hey,
a while.
Betty.
I haven't seen you, but thank you
Hi.
for your program.
Hi,
I really
everyone.
admire your program. Like I said, gentlemen, this is my own sister Betty.
Hey,
It's good to
Betty.
have you on the show.
Hi,
We are having our
darling.
Yep.
Valentine collabo, and you are welcome. Come and share your own experience. I know you to be a mother of plenty of children, very good woman. So share your own experience on the topic we are discussing. I know Valentine already in Liberia, but it's not Valentine. You we have like 1 more hour from now. It will be a Valentine Day. We are just having
Right.
a Valentine collabo. And you and I have been to the same school. We graduated from University of Liberia together. We did courses together. You almost like a sister to me. So share your own experience.
Thank you, Ricky, and thank you to the co-host. To
You're
our
welcome.
viewers, my name is Betty Simpson Kamo, and I was in my kitchen trying to prepare one or two, and then I joined the show. And then when our brother came on, you guys asked him to go and wear red. I'm
You're
like,
right.
okay. I'm
Listen.
like, okay, so that means I can't join now. So let me get doing what I'm doing, and I'll go and find my red and then try to join the show. But
Mm-hmm.
this is a great initiative, Ricky. You always been that person. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
bringing out this, and thank you to your co-host for having us here tonight.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and we were
Welcome.
talking about love, right?
Yes. Love,
Okay.
love.
Yeah.
The magic word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
from
from
my
my
end,
end,
uh, are we
are we
getting
getting
feedback?
feedback? Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Love,
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 love is
love
a
is a
beautiful
beautiful
connection
connection
that
that
goes
goes
beyond
beyond
attraction.
attraction.
Love is
Love is
about
about
respect.
respect.
It's
It's
about
about
trust.
trust.
It's
It's
about
about
empathy.
empathy.
It's
It's
about
about
growing
growing
together.
together.
It's a
It's a
whole
whole
lot
lot
when it
when it
comes to
comes to
love.
love.
There's a
It's a
lot of
lot of
things.
things.
So
So
I've
I've
been
been
married for
married for
20
20
years. I'll
years.
be
I'll be
20
20
years
years
in
in
March.
March.
So
So
I can
I
say
can
on
say on
that
that
when it
when it
comes to
comes
love.
out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats. Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
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 So
So
I keep
I keep
hearing
hearing
myself.
myself.
That's
That's
cool.
cool. Right,
Right,
right.
right.
I think.
I think I don't know if it's from
No,
Reiki, but
no,
I'm hearing all of you
I'm
guys.
on
I'm
mute. I'm on
on
mute.
mute. Okay.
I'm
I don't know.
everything I
Everything
say
I
is
say is
coming
coming
back to
back
me.
to me.
If everybody can get on mute, then she will. I think if feedback is from. I think something is going wrong because right
Yeah.
now I'm talking, but I mean I'm not hearing the feedback. But every time someone else is talking, I get the feedback from somewhere. But anyway, we're gonna work on that later on. Betty, thank you for joining the show, and thank you for that number. Yeah, I'm trying to follow your footsteps because you've been married for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been me and my wife today been together for that year, but we did not marry until 2012. So we've been a little time together. We trying to follow your footsteps since Betty.
Yeah.
But friends say friends that mentioned thing about expectation, right? In a
Mm-hmm.
relationship, he's not dating somebody, right? He mentioned
Mm-hmm.
about expectation. So friends say, what would be some of the unhealthy expectation that you won't want to see?
Oh, the question for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
yeah. Like for instance,
well, baby, I got a lot of questions
Those
for both of
questions
us.
is for you.
Okay.
yeah. So
So,
what would
what
be
would be
some of
some
the
of the let's say,
unhealthy
unhealthy
expectation
expectation
that you
that
won't
you
want to
want to
see?
see?
I will just term it as being unrealistic. Unrealistic expectations. And I know that is broad, but most definitely has to do with anything and everything that the person may just not be capable of. You know what I mean? Because, and like I said, sometimes you may be able to do a certain thing, but the person you are loving, the person you are craving, the person you are developing this huge emotional attachment to is just not on the same level of providing that same thing for you or to you. So if your expectations are realistic as to what the person is able to do, for example, everybody should be able to be honest, right? Everybody should be able to be sacrificing. But if the expectation is that, for instance, I live here, I live by myself, but then I'm looking for a girl that I want her to come and be paying my rent, be paying my phone bill. It's just unrealistic. It's like you're trying to put your burden onto someone, and that is not what love should be. It shouldn't be about putting your burden onto someone, but just those things that contribute to human decency. Be honest,
Right.
being truthful, being a helpmate. Because at the end of the day, that is the scope of relationship, being there for one another. You lift me up, I lift you up. When times are hard, if I want to talk to someone, I can talk to you. But I shouldn't come to you that, oh, I'm looking for a counselor. That I cannot be able to counsel you, I cannot be able to lift you up, but I want you to do all of those things for me. Those are unrealistic. Those are unhealthy. Because at the end of the day, it goes to a scenario where you expect the person to be pouring into your cup and you cannot pour into their cup. So when they pour in your cup finish, their cup is empty, then what else they can do? There is just nothing they can do. And then they get frustrated and maybe they want to leave. And then if they're not putting, if you're used to getting out of them, drawing out of someone, when it gets to a point that you're no longer drawing out of them, you yourself, you get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And I love the way you illustrated that through your conversation. But I talked to a girl who said that Ricky, my friend, I know you. She's a single girl. So she said that a lot of time men have too many high expectations, and for that reason, sometimes she feels weak to just go along, go around, men or so, because she actually wants somebody. But she said most of the time, from her experience, a lot of time men will raise a list of expectations, and it's not just possible for somebody to just have all the expectations right away. So my question is, how do you know if your expectation is too high? How do you know? Like sometimes some men have a list of expectations that they want to see before they can be able to say, yeah, the person, yeah, I can consider the person. So how do you know if your expectation is so high, especially when the woman is not at that point where she aligns with your expectation?
Well, that is where observation comes into play. When you're dealing with someone, when you are exhausting them, you will tell from their body language. Observe the person you're dealing with. When they get to a point that they just can't do, they're going to break down most times. And you don't want to push people to that limit or to that extent where they break down. So to answer the question directly, anything and everything that you will be demanding that will possibly cause a breakdown for that person is unrealistic. It's unreasonable, and it might just be asking for too much. And besides, When we have expectations, we should be realistic. These things don't just happen in a daytime. Like I was saying previously, right? The person is, their skill set is different. Their approach to livelihood is different. The fact that they are with you every day and you're with them, they're also learning you as much as you are learning them. So if you expect everything, this, that, in one data, in 1 week time, it might just be overwhelming and then someone will just crash down. Now, you kill that potential they have of reaching their maximum skill set by having that expectation in a limited time. So give people chance to adjust to you. Just as you are learning them, you're adjusting to them. They're also learning you and adjusting to you. So once you're giving a considerable amount of time, some people can say, "Oh, I got a relationship with this person. It's been 6 months. They haven't taken a step yet." In most cases, I think they're just learning you. And I think you're just learning them. We never truly get to know people in a split second. It takes time and it takes patience. So don't be demanding too much in a short space of time. Learn the person, know their strengths, know their weaknesses. Think about what they're able to do and what they're not able to do. And there are some things they might be able to do, but the approach may just not be the way you see it. So that's what I was saying earlier. When you can conversate, when you can talk about those things, when you can open them, when you can be patient, that will work and stay being firm, stay being real about what you're looking for, what you want. That way you are growing, learning the person is growing, learning you. And then what you're expecting is coming with time, it's coming with season, it's coming with weeks, days, and stuff like that.
Right.
Wow.
Francis,
I think you are equipped for the ladies that come your way. You are very equipped because from your IQ alone, I can tell you that you're really prepared for this.
That was a brilliant response.
Yeah, that's a good approach, and that's a good approach. To our viewer out there, if you're watching the show, this is the Rahim Show. I'm your host, Rackie Allie, and I'm being joined by my own sister, all the way from Liberia, and Miss Betty, and also Lulu Smith, as always, my studio host, and my brother and friend, Frank Pilot from North Dakota. You guys welcome. Hit the like button, share the podcast, and make some comment. We highly appreciate that. So, to my own sister, we've been married for over 20 years. So, some of we are trying to follow your footsteps. And also, for our single people, we have my sister here, Lulu Smith, and then Francis, who is, perspective.
What's some tips? What is tips you can give your perspective? Yeah,
I would take that.
So, since Betty, how the whole 20 years? I know it wasn't like 100%. But what is it? What is the secret? What is the strategy?
Right.
So share that experience so we can be able to learn. I have just been like 10 years, 15 years, so we can be able to emulate quality.
Thank you very much. So Rackie, I remember when we had our class party when that was the first time I met Beatrice. So yeah, you and Beatrice did it for a good little while before you got married. So yeah, I just want to register that Rackie is a homo young man. I mean, during my days at Edu, I was working, I was a mother and going to school at the same time. And you know what it is when you own Edu. So Rackie was so kind, he was so helpful, he was there for me, and he became my brother. And that's how I met Beatrice. And I'm very proud of you as a young man to still be in a relationship. There's a whole lot of things for people to just make up their mind to be with someone. Like two people coming from different backgrounds, living together, sharing together, doing a lot of stuff together. There's a whole lot of things that are involved. So if you can make it up to 12 years, I can assure you that you will go above. Okay. coming back to be married for 20 years. So I was 22 years old when I got married, right? And when I got married, the first time I ever slept out of my parents' home was that night I got married. So I got into this marriage with now a lot of experience, you know, where people you have like you have a couple of relationships before you get married. You got experience, you know what men can do, you know how men get angry certain time. You don't, even the woman certain time you don't want to see certain people in your life. There's so many little things. So I went into this marriage at that age with little experience. And then some of the things that made me to want to keep my marriage was what I heard from other people, like that marriage is not going to last. I mean, she's just going into it because she wants to go into it. She's not mature. So because of some of those things I heard, it really, really, really helped me along the way. I'm like, this has to last. So the marriage I'm talking about now, we have 4 kids. We have 4 boys, all boys. Trust, communication, honesty. Of course, love is the key word. Those are all things that are in one package that makes a happy marriage. Am I telling you that all those 20 years of being bread and butter is being all juices, all sweet things? No. But if you, as a couple, if you are able to communicate, if you are able to respect each other, if you are able to trust your partner, like for example, 2016, I had an opportunity to travel like somewhere far from my family for work purposes. It was only trust that allowed my husband to agree for me to be able to go that far and to be coming back home every 3 months. So, I mean, trust is one of the key things. And my mother used to say, things that don't come to you, don't go looking for it. Don't go searching everywhere for it. And that's one of the things that I noticed nowadays about our younger folks. That's one of the things that really messing up relationships. Or man or woman try to be so honest, I mean transparent to you. They live in their lives. You go searching for things, sometimes things that happened in the past. You having a good relationship, everything is going on so well. And somebody just come tell you, oh, this boy who you see living this life that he wasn't like this, he might be fooling you now. You go on digging, looking for stuff that you had no business looking for. So if you do that in a relationship, instead of you growing, you're not gonna grow. Yeah. So if I should just mention a few, it's trust, respect your partner, love them, you know. And for us who come from Africa, we know some of the things that can really bring issues in our marriage is our extended families from both sides. So that's something to you all. If you're getting married to a man, you should know his family background. If you're a person who say, oh, you don't love too many people in your home, you don't love family coming on expectedly, and you married to a person who has that traditional background, when you wake up in the morning, in fact, you'll be in your bedroom, you hear the people there speaking their daddy in the living room or in the kitchen or somewhere. You're not even ready to come outside. You're hearing it. So we have to adapt. If you must stay in our marriage, you have to adjust. Vice versa. So yeah, so if I will be speaking to people who wondering how it worked out for me, that's just it. And then God being God, he blessed me with someone who does not have all the troubles that other men have. I can say it boldly. I just bless God so much. I don't have to run behind him for a lot of things.
Right.
You know. So yeah, that's my recipe.
Wow.
That's
Good. I'm gonna take that.
very, very. Yeah.
Definitely gonna take it.
I love some of the things you just point out. You know, the first thing you point out, love.
Yeah.
You know, love is one of the key things. You know, I know with love, and then also you mentioned about respect. at some point where you are working somewhere far from, home, and yet because of that love and that respect.
And the trust. Yep.
Yeah, the trust too. Yeah, trust too. Because sometimes people work from, afar, it become a, very big issue in relationship today. Even in our modern time, when people are working and they say, "Oh, right now, no distant love." Somebody working, they start to bring a lot of things into your mind and do a lot of things to cause, So I mean, that is a good recipe, and somehow we are learning to emulate the recipe and apply it to our own marriage, and also to the single people here. But we want to wrap up our show because of time.
Yeah.
We initially did not, expect this time, but I mean, we had a great time on the show here. And Sis Betty, you are welcome always. And I also follow, your case program.
Thank
You are
you.
doing an amazing job too. And I love some of your
Yes, guys.
videos
Let me
of
just interrupt
encouragement.
you. Please follow my kids. The 4D Diary. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Okay, we will.
I'm glad you shared that, but I wanted you and I to have a special day where you can come and explain about our whole, the diary, stuff. So that a lot of people out there can be able to follow and subscribe, and then also be able to, support the process. Because I think you're doing an amazing job out there. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, for some of you out there who are watching the show, this is our Valentine Eve collabo in the US because it's already Valentine. So, my sister Betty in Liberia now because it's already passed. I think it's about 2 or 3 o'clock in Liberia, if I'm not making a mistake. And it's going to 12 here in the US. So we are still waiting for the 14th to celebrate our Valentine. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I don't know how it happened, but
we're going to
work on that next time. We're going to work on that next time and be able to resolve that issue. I guess it's some other mic or so. But you guys can hear me, right? So we want to conclude our awesome, and let's say show for tonight. So we just want everybody to. I will start with my brother Francis.
Think of a love.
Tell me, as we talk about love on this Valentine Eve, and what is your advice to younger people like you, who is trying to find somebody out there? And what is your advice to somebody who want their love, and they are trying to get that? So what would be your advice?
Thank you for having me, Ricky. It was a productive one tonight. I learned a lot, and I'm going to steal from Sis Betty knowledge, if I'm allowed to. And and the one that struck to me when she said you have to adapt and adjust. We have to adapt other people's family, other people's life, other people's expectations, other people just view about life, and we have to make adjustments. Look in yourself and say, okay, as long as this is not harming me and it is geared toward the betterment of the relationship, let me make some adjustment. Let me let something go. Let me bring some things in. Let me take on to some things. So that I'm going to go with tonight. And says Betty, thank you so much. And
very welcome.
Lulu, thanks for having me. I have seen a couple of podcasts that you and Ricky were having, and I was just commenting, but then since my brother sent me the link today, you always send me the link though, so so we can always be here and share ideas. I like it. I like the environment. Great minds, great advices, great lessons. Thank you so much. I mean, I learned a lot tonight. To those out there, they say love is a beautiful thing, and I think so too. So give love a chance. Try love.
Yep.
Shoot your shot at love, and love will find you. And we are all open to loving people and people loving us. I think that's a great way to look at it.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Francis. So before we allow our sisters to go back to bed, she's a mother of four. Can you say your parting, statement before you leave? What would be your advice to younger people out there based on your experience of 20 some more years, being married? And what do you expect young people out there to look for as they, yeah.
To young people out there, exercise some patience. Review your expectations.
That's
If you've
exactly
been
what I
having
was about to
expectations for like 5 years and it's still not working for you, go back to it.
say. Switch it.
Review it. There are some things that you need to trash off. And there are some things you need to prepare yourself for. Because just as you have expectations, others have expectations too.
Right.
And
Right.
be like I said, be able to accept other people for who they are,
Right.
as you want them to accept you. Like people want to be loved, they have this huge expectation that they expect from people. All those things, they don't come overnight. Sometimes you have to work with the person to achieve them.
Right.
So take from me love, trust, patience. Those three things. Take it and run with it. I can assure you that you will be coming here someday and giving us your love story. Happy Valentine's to everyone, not just lovers, but to our mothers, our fathers, our children, our family who've been there for us, helping us with our kids and everything. Happy Valentine's to everybody. Hope you have a
Happy
wonderful
Valentine too.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy
Valentine.
Valentine to you,
And
and
I'm
thank you for
definitely gonna take
joining
away
the podcast
most
all the
of
way
your
from
advice.
Nigeria. It's good to have you
Thank
as
you,
always.
Lulu.
And like I said,
Yes.
you are always welcome to the show. And you and I will have, another discussion about the children program. You're doing an amazing job. Keep doing what you do, and God bless
Thank
you
you,
for
brother.
coming on the
Amen.
show, especially knowing that it is almost like bedtime, and you took your time, took upon yourself to join
Yeah.
the show. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
So, Lolo, I think
Yeah.
you learned a
So
lot. You learned a lot. You learned a lot. I know
right.
you
I learned
learned
a
a
lot
lot.
and I'm gonna take away
So,
a lot. Betty said,
yes.
Betty,
So,
like you said, trust, patient, that's one thing I need. And
Yeah.
then expectation. I know my expectations up there is high. It's high. So I need when Francis says we should have expectation, I need to lower mine a little bit because I
It's
know what
already
I'm
high.
capable. I know what I'm capable of. Not everybody in the same shoe as
Yeah.
me. So I'm definitely gonna take that with me and try to bring it down a notch and just try to communicate. I know I
That's
talk a lot. I just want a partner who can listen, so that's one thing.
yeah. That's a
That's
prayer
one thing
request all by itself.
yes, yes.
well, folks, thank you so much for taking your time to be part of the awesome Valentine Eve collabo. It was a pleasure having you all, and I want to say good night.
Okay, good
Bye, guys.
night. Francis
Bye-bye.
left. Bye.
Yeah, he left already. Thank you. Good night.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, folks, we had a great time. Our Valentine collabo on the RAHIM show was great. As you can see, I have full person with me tonight. Great mind, great discussion. Be a part of the show if you want to come live. Always send me a message and I will send you an invite to come live. Good night.